Hi everyone, this is Shivangi and welcome back to the Daydream Project Beauty. In today's video, we are going to create this. I'll be using all my favorite high-end products to create this look, and all the details will be mentioned in the description box below. So without further ado, let's begin. The first thing which I'm going to apply on my face is Bobbi Brown Hydrating Face Cream. So guys, if you're confused about which Bobbi Brown cream to pick, I know their face base is really popular. I recently bought this hydrating face cream. If you have an oily skin or combination skin, then you can go for face base, but if you do have a dry skin, then go for the hydrating cream. My skin is really dry, that's why I picked it up. Bobbi Brown face base is oil free, so if you have oily or combination skin, then go for face base. Both the face base and hydrating cream can work as a primer under your makeup as well. For my base today, I'll be using Bobbi Brown foundation stick in the shade 04 Natural. So this is something which you directly apply, of course, because it's a foundation stick. I'm NC35 in MAC, guys, and this is the perfect shade for my skin tone. So if you're NC35, then you can pick it up. I know a lot of you ask me to suggest you your foundation shade. I really can't, to be very honest. I can only tell you about my own skin tone. I'm just blending it with my fingers. I'm going to layer up the foundation stick once more. It's a medium coverage foundation stick, guys. It won't give you like a solid full coverage, but it looks extremely natural on the skin. I won't be using a concealer today. I'll just be using the foundation stick to cover the area around my eyes. I actually never use a concealer with this foundation stick because this itself kind of covers them pretty well. Whenever you're covering the area around your eyes, always dab the concealer, do not swipe it. To set my base, I'll be using Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder in the shade Banana Bread. I'm using a damp beauty blender to set my base. I always feel that you should use a damp sponge to set your base. I've also recently started doing it. Firstly, it helps in avoiding the creases under your eyes, and secondly, you don't even end up using a lot of powder, which can make your base look cakey. And that's it, the base is done and you can see how natural it looks. I will bake the area under my eyes, but first I'm going to contour. To contour, I'll be using Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. I'll start contouring with my jawline, then the hollow of my cheekbones. And that's it. I am going to bake now. Alright, so this is the area which I'm baking today. I did apply a bit of powder below my cheekbones as well, but I'm not baking this area. I'm just going to let this be. So now we begin with filling out the eyebrows. To fill out my eyebrows, I'll be using Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit. So I'm going to do what I do usually. I'm going to brush my eyebrows down so that I can figure out what shape I need to draw out. And start drawing out that shape. Then I brush them upwards and fill the lower half. And that's it. I'm going to finish the other one off camera and get back to you guys with the eyeshadow. For eyeshadow today, I'll be using Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered Palette. First, I'll be taking this shade for my crease. I'm using Sigma E40 brush. Next, I'm going to apply this shade below the transition shade. I'm using Sigma E38 brush. Now I'll be using this shade on the outer corner of my eyelids and I'll diffuse it in my crease. And I'm using Sigma E45 brush to do this. So I'm not taking the shade all the way through my crease. I'm just taking it halfway through and blending it nicely. Okay, done. Once it's done on both the sides, I'm going to take Sigma E38 brush and I'm going to dip into the first transition shade again and just blend out all the shades on my crease. You should always move the brush in a circular motion to blend out the shades nicely. Really sorry guys, I had to change my position from where I was sitting. It has started becoming really dark outside. It's continuously raining in Mumbai and it gets so difficult to shoot videos in natural daylight. Apologies, and I really hope you can now see my face properly. Alright, next I'm going to cut my crease, but I'm not going to use a concealer. I'm going to use a glitter glue. I'm using Sparkly Distraction Glitter Glue by PAC. Alright, so I've taken a little bit on my brush and I'm just going to cut my crease with this. Why I've used a glitter glue is because it makes the eyeshadow stay for a really long time, and using a glitter glue for glittery shades kind of make them pop on your eyes as well. I'm doing a half cut crease guys. I'm just going to apply the glue till right about here. Now I'm going to take this shade from the palette and apply it on the lid with my fingers. After that, I am going to take this black shade from the palette and apply it on the outer corners of my eyelids. I'm using a Sigma E70 brush to do this. Okay guys, so this is the final result. The eyelids are completely done. It's time to move on to the lower lash line. But first, I need to dust off the extra powder. Okay, now I'm going to mix these two shades, the black and the plum shade, and apply it on my lower lash line halfway through. I'm using a PAC 229 brush. Next, I'm using Benefit's They Are Real mascara. The light outside is really changing guys, like sometimes it's bright, sometimes it's dark, it's just really confusing. So I will be wearing falsies, but before wearing falsies, I want to apply a bit of mascara. I'm going to use Jacqueline Lashes from Huda Beauty, and for glue I'm using PAC Lash Fixer. Next, I'm using MAC Sheer Tone Blush in the shade Gingerly. This is a Wet n Wild blush brush, by the way. A lot of you asked me about this brush. For highlighter today, I'm using Ofra Glow Up palette. This is how the palette looks like guys. I'm going to use this shade from the palette. It's called Rodeo Drive. I absolutely love Ofra highlighters guys. They are so blinding. It's not even funny. And they're smooth as hell. They don't have any chunky glitter or anything. I'm also using the same shade to highlight my brow bone and the inner corners of my eyes. And finally for my lips, I'm using MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade Burnt Spice. And with that, we've come to an end of this video guys. This is the final look. I really hope that you enjoyed watching it. If at all you want, then you can give me a follow on Instagram and like my page on Facebook. I post a lot more makeup content on both these platforms, like tutorials and different makeup stuff. Also guys, if you do like this video, make sure that you leave it a like, and if you have not subscribed already, then make sure that you subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of fun, awesome content coming up, which we would love to share with as many people as we can. So make sure that you hit that red button and stay tuned. On that note, I'm going to sign off for now. I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.